live. Welcome everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in for another very special Chingo Bling live. Today we have represent all the way from the West Coast from the new movie Tax Collector out this Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Conejo. Respect, homie, respect. Thank you for coming on, man. Thank you so much.
No, thank you for having me. What's going on?
Man, so many things I want to I can't wait to talk to you about, especially the movie and just your progression from making the transition from the rap game to, I hear you're writing, you're writing with David Ayers, you're doing a lot of behind the scenes work. You got a major role in The Tax Collector with Shia Lebouf and a whole bunch of other people. Today I was jamming out to some of your music, and there's one song that stood out in particular because the genre was different. It was like a corrido collaboration.
Which one though?
Oh man, you must have done a few. It was one where they were really breaking down some behind the scenes stuff, talking about, you know, these people tried to, you know, jam
all right. You're talking about Lache Uno by Rancho Ivana. Lache Uno. Yeah, that was like a corrido that it was sort of like a gift that they did for me when I came back home, when I touched down. And like one of the lead singers from Rancho Ivana, he grew up on the hood. He grew up on 25th Street. So he kind of knew my whole story. I just gave him a couple more details. He put that together, and you know, they let me put it on my album, and it's going on their album as well, you know. And they're signed Juan Rivera and Rosie Rivera, which is Lupillo and Jenny Rivera's brother and sister, which is Linea Music, and they're on Sony.
So, no, yeah, it was amazing, man. The lyrics and you know, they went off on the accordion and
the production, everything, like top everything.
Of the line. What part of LA you from, brother?
I'm from the West Adams district, and you know, it's on the west side. It's like right by downtown LA. South Central's to the I guess to the right of us, and yeah, basically from right there. By USC in the Coliseum.
Okay, yeah. I'm a little bit familiar. How have y'all been doing during the lockdown out there in LA?
I mean, for me, it's kind of like normal, you know, because I've been quarantined for a long time already, you know. So I've worked through the whole pandemic, so it's not like it hasn't really affected me, you know. But I know it's affected a lot of people, and you know, hopefully things get better soon, you know.
Yeah, so you've been staying busy. That's great.
I've been staying busy.
When did y'all wrap up production on a Tax Collector?
Man, that was like a year and a half ago when because you know it takes, you shoot it for a few months, and then you know they edit for a few more months, and then they got to do the business, get it sold, get it, you know, distribution. It's almost like doing an album, but just on a bigger scale, because you know, the numbers are way higher. So you know, all movies take about 2 years to drop. So that's what this took, about like 2 years.
How did you first link up with David Ayers, director of Suicide Squad and so many others?
The thing with David Ayers, we're from the same neighborhood. He's from West Adams. He actually grew up like 4 blocks away from the house. So as a kid, I'll see David Ayers like strolling around, you know. But we like linked back up when he was doing Training Day. And then I remember I was gonna be in Harsh Times. He gave me the script for Harsh Times, but then that's when I went on my journey that I was gone for all those years. But as soon as I, even before I touched down, I used to call him from Wayside, from the LA County Jail, and I'd be like, you know, I just to reach out, and he'd be like, if you could get out by April, you're gonna be on this. But it was something else. I ended up coming home. I touched down in February. I hit him up. He's on the East Coast, and I'm telling him like a little bit about the journey. And then he's like, I'm gonna come see you in 2 or 3 weeks when I get back. He came and he swooped me up. We went to go eat. We were at a Mexican restaurant. He was eating some enchiladas. Yo me estaba chingando un plato de albóndigas.
A huevo.
Y you know, basically like I got a script. I got, you know, this is the format right here. And I was just like, ¿Y cómo voy a llamar en la película? Because me and Dave, we just talk Spanish, you know? ¿Cómo voy a llamar en la película? And he just like, Conejo, what else? So next thing you know, I go straight to acting coach, Ivana Chuba. And then we go straight into rehearsal for like whatever, like 4 months. We rehearsed for like four months, maybe 5, I don't know. And then we went straight to the set, and that's it. We went straight into it.
Ivana Chuba, she's the one that talks about the actor's toolkit, right? Like moment before and stuff like that.
I mean, the way she does it is like she'll like dig into your soul and take out a past emotion and help you, you know, like so when it's time to get on the screen, you could pull that out and use that as like a weapon, you know, as a that's how it was for me. I think everybody's experience with her is a little bit different, but to me, it's like almost she was like a psychologist, hypnotist, you know,
like a therapist.
Like that was my take on it, you know. And
yeah, dude. Not to interrupt. I just wanted to, as you mentioned her, you know, for everybody that's tuning in, listening on the podcast, watching on the live stream, Ivana Chuba in the acting game in LA, she's one of like the names. There's only a couple little names of the main people. I actually had one of her books, her acting books.
Yeah. You got to study it when you. She makes you study it. When you mess with her, you got to study the book.
Yeah, because I remember it was like 12. It's like 12 tools or something, like moment before, and like the what if, like kind of like think what if you were in that situation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's pretty interesting. So basically, David Ayers said, "Hey, I need you to go get with this lady because we're about to film Tax Collector."
Yeah.
That's amazing, brother.
Yeah.
So how long were you on your journey, man, on a vacation and everything?
Like roughly about 15 years.
No shit.
And then they brought me back to California, and then I was you know, I took another little journey for like about 1.5 years, and then I came home, and you know, I went straight to work, like started dropping albums, everything that's been going on right now, you know.
Yeah, so I mean, I hear you dropped over 100 albums. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I got about like over 100 albums, like some like 1,500 songs out there, you know. And I just, you know, like when you're in a situation like that and you got a studio with you, you feel like every album is your last album. So, you know, some people might complain like, you know, he could have took more time on it. But when you don't got no time and you don't know what's like the next day's not promised, you know, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. And to tell you the truth, a lot of those albums, like I feel like people like really connected with those albums because it was from the gut, you know. I was spitting from the gut and a lot, and you know, like I've been saying this, but I feel like there's a lot of people that they don't rap, they don't act, but through me, they have a voice, you know. I'm telling their story, you know. So you know, to me, it felt normal. I didn't feel like I was doing anything extraordinary or nothing. I was just putting out music, and you know, it was my outlet, so I wouldn't lose my mind or. You know?
Yeah, brother. Yeah, I can. I mean, everything I heard didn't sound rushed at all. I could tell it's coming. I could tell it's coming from the heart. So I definitely see, you know, why you've connected with so many fans over the years. So did you get bit by the acting bug? Like, how do you compare acting to music?
I mean, it's. I mean, look. Look, there's a thing with the acting. Nah, I mean, it's similar because it's an art, you know. And like for me, that I got so many albums, I was rapping to all kinds of beats, everything. I was going everywhere with it. Like I wasn't no boundaries within my lane. There was no boundaries, you know. So and now like the acting, well, it's like to a bigger audience, and now it's like it's like a video, but with more substance, more, I don't know, I don't know how to like say it, but yeah, I like this acting. It's
That's what's
cool,
up.
and plus I was with a whole Latino cast, that had experience, and so I just sat back, observed them, try to like get game, like from watching them, and then I had David there to guide me, and so it was hard to lose right there, and I didn't have a bad experience from it. I had a good experience from it, so like I want to do more, I can't wait to get into the next role and get into the next character and the next this and the next that, and be behind some shit, and just
Yeah. No, I feel you, brother. We're looking forward to seeing. I mean, everything I've seen from like the snippets and the photos and the trailer, I was like, damn, this dude coming out gangster in this movie. So we can't wait to see. I mean, it's just like you said, it's a killer team. Shia Lebouf, he's a bad motherfucker too on that acting shit. What was it like working with him?
It's cool. He's like humble, and like I learned a lot from him, like, and like he always would tell me like, hey, anytime you come on the set, the first thing you do, you go and you introduce yourself to everybody, from the caterer to the security guard to the parking lot attendant to all the grips to the DPs, to everybody. You're gonna go and you're gonna introduce yourself to everybody. You can keep that shit humble and respectful. I mean, I'm like that anyways, but I learned that from watching him. I remember the day, because we were doing rehearsal at one of Dave's houses. So I remember the first day that he showed up, he was working on Honey Boy. So he shows up to rehearsal, and I'm not gonna say that I was like starstruck, but I was like, oh shit, that's the homie from the Transformers pulling up. And he walked in, and I guess he already knew about the script, so he already knew what's up with me, and then we just got right to it, and there was a lot of situations with Shia. There was one where we were rehearsing in Glendale at Shamrock Studios. It's like a stage, like a stage, and then we're doing the scene, and he's all up in my face, and we almost went head up that day, But the thing is that Shia was, what he was doing, he was just trying to like show me how to get that emotion out and then do the scene. So that's exactly what happened, I got a lot of love for him, and he's like been showing a lot of love back. Like you see him, he's always throwing up the H, representing my hometown, my neighborhood, tatted the H on his stomach. Every picture you see him and he's throwing up that H, as a matter of fact, So, he's family, so like, that's why like, I know you guys been hearing all about that a lot of people were complaining, saying that that's fucked up, that Shia was playing the role of a Mexican, but he's not playing the role of a Mexican. He's playing the role of a white boy that grew up in a Mexican neighborhood and runs with the Mexican hoods, and over here in California, Southern California, that's normal. If you're from the hood, there's always one or two white homies that be from the hood, and there's always like one or two black homies that be from the hood as well,
Yeah, man. Honestly, I vaguely heard, because these days, bro, people complain about everything, man. Everybody's offended about everything. They pulled the lady off the Lando Lakes butter. I don't know if Native Americans are the ones that complained about that, but they try to make a big deal about Trader Joe's. They were like, Trader Joe's had a beer called like Trader Jose's or something. People like, we signed a petition. But the thing that I think is kind of messed up, that people try to just jump the gun, not knowing what character he's playing. And I feel like I saw somebody on Twitter was complaining. They were like, out of all the Emmys, or I think it was an Emmy, they're like, out of all the Emmys, only certain percentage of Latinos were nominated, and that's why we got a something. And I'm just like, man, like you were describing the film business and how a project gets rolled out. Like it takes time. There's a lot of moving parts. You got to get distribution. You're trying to sell it. You don't know if it's going to theater. You don't know if it's going to like video on demand. If Netflix wants to buy it, Amazon. There's so many moving parts because there's so much money involved, right? There's like the grips, the lighting guys, the electrician, the catering, the security guard, the parking. There's so many people that are involved in these projects. And I think it's bullshit that people that don't even understand, they just want to stick their cuchara in the mix. Like, nah, pinche Shia Lebouf, he's taking away jobs from Latinos. It's like, bro, you ain't even seen the movie. The movie ain't even came out yet. What are you talking about?
And the crazy thing about Shia's role, one of my best friends, he's white. But he runs with the homies. He's from Northeast LA. His name is Jay. He's one of my best friends. He was hired as Shia LaBeouf's tech advisor and personal consultant on the set to show him what it's like to be a white homie in a Mexican neighborhood, So like that it's normal, but just people want to complain. And the thing is that like me, that I've seen the movie, man, I don't know who could have played that role that Shia played better than Shia. You know what I'm saying? Who would have played it?
Yeah. See, that's why, like, I think a lot of people they haven't got to the point to where they understand the type of artist that Shia LaBeouf is. Like, I've seen him. He was in a music video with that lady, Sia, or something like that. I don't know how to say her name, but she's like a really big artist. And he's in there dancing around like dirty, like acting like this, like interpretive dance with this little teenage, this little young famous dancer girl, and they're in a cage, and it's like all artsy fartsy. But that's I could just tell, like, this Shia LaBeouf is an artist, so give him a chance. Wait till the movie comes out before you start fucking being offended and complaining. Plus. David Ayers don't put out no bull crap that's not legit. He always has, for the most part, I don't want to speak on like everybody that's might be an extra in the background, but for the most part, I think he's worked with like Richard Cabral, even some of the females that he puts in certain scenes and stuff. Like, you could just tell that he understands authenticity, and the fact that he gave Shia his own like consultant to say, hey man, we're gonna do this right because we're not gonna put out no fake shit.
Yeah. And see the thing with David Ayers too. Okay, David Ayers grew up in West Adams. That's what I'm saying. He grew up in the neighborhood, same neighborhood as I. David Ayers is born and raised in LA. He's a LA baby. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think nobody can make an LA movie better than David Ayers because he's from there. He's lived it. He breathes it. Look, Training Day. You know what I'm saying? That one just like speaks volumes, about his inside knowledge of the streets, and the workings of it. So, I just think people just want to talk shit without seeing things, we had the screening last Thursday in the City of Industry, right? It was sold out. It was packed. As packed as it could be, because of the COVID, but that shit was sold out. They kept on getting sold out. They'll release a couple more tickets. They kept on getting sold out. Man, that shit got a standing ovation. When the shit was done, the whole shit started clapping. Everybody started honking their horns and lighting their headlights on and off. Like they love the shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, how are you gonna deny that? That shit happened. That means they was feeling the shit. I'm sure that there was some other people that, there's people I was going to have different opinions of it. Oh, it could have been like this. It could have been like that. But, they're not a director. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Plus, art is subjective. No matter what, everybody's always going to have their own opinion. They're like, sometimes when you watch a movie, sometimes you could watch it again 10 years down the road or watch it, multiple times. And each time you'll notice something.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things, man, where overall, from everything that I've been seeing, on Tax Collector, which drops this Friday, August 7th. Tell them real quick, man, where can everybody check it out?
I mean, it's gonna hit theaters if theaters are open, but I'm sure all the drive-ins, video on demand, it's a list. They could just go to my IG. The flyers up. There's iTunes, Amazon. It's a bunch of them, but it's gonna be one of those movies. You know what I'm saying? Only so often does some G shit drop like that. And it's gonna be like big for Latinos because it's an all Latino cast. You know what I'm saying? It has Lana Parrilla from what is it? Once Upon a Time.
Yeah.
George Lopez is in it. Just like everybody in there, like Noemi Gonzalez. She's playing the Selena's sister in the new Netflix series. Chelsea Rendon from Vida. Cynthia Carmona, she's on Netflix. Bobby Soto, he's on Narcos. Like everybody's like they doing their thing. So
that's gonna be a real good look, brother.
And like I said, it's an all Latino cast. Only one that's not was Shia, but that fool's family. Like I don't think like if Shia pulled up to your house right now, knocked on the door and was like, "Hey, let me get a taco," I don't think you would deny him a plate of food.
Hey man, shit. If Shia pulled up, and we finna freestyle rap.
Yeah. Hey, straight up when we were on the set, we'll be playing beats. We'll be out there freestyling, like in between, like there's like downtime, so we'd be freestyling all that shit.
Hey man, I wish I was a fly on the wall when y'all had that rehearsal at David's house, or you said it got intense on set, right? He purposely wanted to get that emotion going, right?
Well, it was a stage set. It was still rehearsal when that was happening, but I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that happened. I mean, there was this one scuffle that took place while we're filming. So if you see right here under my nose, I got a cut right here under my nose. That's like Shia blessed me with that. I remember I had to get stitches. I didn't get the stitches because I was like, nah, let's keep this shit going. So they kind of patched it up. This put some makeup on it, and we kept it going. But there was a little little situation that happened on the set to where like if you look at the crew, they didn't know if it was real or it was part of the script and shit. So there was some intense moments on the set.
So was that on set, under the lights, cameras rolling, or like by the trailer?
Yeah. No, on set, under the lights, cameras rolling.
Bro, hey, Shia is a wild boy, bro.
Yeah. So there was a couple situations like that. Not just with him, with several people, And the thing is, like at the same time, we shot in a lot of like grimy LA hoods, like all up in the hood, grimy spots, and we were in a bunch of the Mexican hoods, and we were in the projects where the sangres kick it at, where the bloods be at, the Pueblo bishops. So I don't know, it was a dope experience. It was a dope, and then we had Bones in the movie, Bone from Training Day, and I just feel like this movie's gonna be big for the city, for like the city of Los Angeles, Southern California, the whole Southwest, and for Latinos in general. It's just
and I mean, I dare say that, like, for instance, David Ayers, I don't know if he tweeted it or he was quoted, but I saw it circulating where basically he I'm a paraphrase. He pretty much said, yeah, you want to see more brown people, hire them. You know what I'm saying? Like he basically yes. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Because I feel that, on top of this project, just being another David Ayers